Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on SUI. The SUI chart is pushing higher and has now reached this target area and also the 138% extension level, Fibonacci extension, from the initial potential 1-2 setup here to the upside. Talked about that yesterday, and I highlighted to you that, first of all, the move up would likely need another high anyway. And if we can get to the 138% extension, which is at $3.23, then we have fulfilled the minimum expectations for the third wave in yellow. Now, careful, people then always get disappointed that we don't get a wave 4 pullback, or it takes ages. We have only reached the minimum. I need to manage expectations here. So we have reached only now the minimum expectations for yellow wave 3. We have not reached any wild extensions. It just happened very quickly. We have not reached, it's not overstretched or anything. No, it is a normal third wave that has only just now crossed the threshold so that we can call it a viable third wave. What we normally want to see is even that it gets to the 161.8 extension. Now that's at $3.50. Or even higher prices, like, for example, the 178.6 extension or 200% extension at $4. Very, very common targets for a third wave. Yeah, and we are even still in the standard resistance area that we defined already a while ago. Now I can remove the lower section. I try to keep the chart as clean as possible, but we are still in standard resistance. So the white count, which is the bearish one, and the orange one, which can lead to lower prices. Don't even know if I have it on the short-term chart, but it's obviously a wave 2 corrective rally or a B wave corrective rally. They are possible, and they are actually likely, especially as long as we stay below $4.21. So once we get above that important threshold, above $4.21, the yellow scenario becomes more likely. And the yellow scenario will also become more likely. Actually, it will become confirmed if we can see a 5-wave move up. So the micro support areas shared with you over the last few days, they are holding. We have reached the blue target zone. We've just extended it a little bit because I don't see any weakness yet. So it's simply a matter of raising wave 4 support for the yellow scenario together with the price. So quick reminder, as soon as we see a 5-wave move up has developed, then that would be yellow wave 1, Then we can add support for wave 2. That is a classic Elliott wave setup, which might take us eventually to $5, $6, $7 plus in, for example, a larger degree third wave. Okay, so I'm tracking here a potential 5-wave move up in the yellow scenario. But I'm quite neutral about which one is playing out. But I put a statement out yesterday in our membership that I see rising prices across the sector. So there was one of the signals I put out there. And so, very open to the idea we go higher to $5, $6, $7 plus. I just need to see a 5-wave move up from a structural point of view. We all know how quickly things can change in the crypto sector, but we have a support area that keeps us safe. So this support zone will be adjusted in our live charts that you can access, if you're a member on Discord. But overall, this is what we do, right? We adjust the relevant levels, the parameters, like a trailing stop, essentially. This can be moved up with the price. We have to allow for a deep pullback if needed because it's a diagonal pattern. I don't see an impulsive development here. Potentially not, I mean, it's difficult, I mean, this does look impulsive. The internal third wave does look impulsive. The wave 1 doesn't really, but maybe that wave 1 is a leading diagonal. So, maybe we say, I mean, ideally, I always say, even in a diagonal, the 50% level ideally doesn't break. So ideally holds here. So that would be let's say if we break below that 259 level, the 50% retracement, that would already be a weak confirmation for a top. And then, I mean, the 61.8 retracement is deep. It's a bit too deep for a clear wave 4. So ideally, we're holding 259. That would be my main level to watch there. But we haven't even started the pullback. So again, this remains a moving support area as long as the price is still pushing higher more directly within a third wave. Okay, we will then add support for the 4th wave once we have a third wave top established. I mean, it's added, but we will lock it down on the chart, right? Only then it will become really an area to focus on. Please keep in mind, we've only really reached the minimum expectations. It can easily still stretch higher to $3.50, $3.71. And if we see any break below support, especially $2.59, more importantly, $2.45, it would be a first confirmation that the orange or white scenarios, which are the bearish ones, are playing out. Okay, so what I'm watching for is if the market in the next pullback can hold support, form another high. That is a classic wave 1 5-wave move up, confirmation that a substantial low formed. Bearish scenarios will become less likely. Then we can add support here. Typical setup. Wave 2 support can be used as a jump off point for a third wave rally. That's the update for SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.